Hello, beautiful, beautiful souls, and welcome to your tarot guidance and soul ignition session. What is going on right now? Okay. As I was doing my yoga this morning, my dogs love a yoga session. And I was very called to sit in gratitude of my dogs interrupting. A lot of the time we tend to get frustrated by the interruptions when we're trying to put ourselves first and trying to do the things, or interruptions from maybe our children who interrupt a time that we're just having for ourselves. I mean, how many of you have brushed off your children when you've been scrolling social media? And I know I have in the past, but I became very aware of this. But I feel like the dogs are coming in as a reflection of gratitude right now. And I feel like the dog spirit is a really big one to be accessing right now, because the other thing that I'm really connecting to at this moment in time is Anubis. Anubis is the jackal-headed ancient Egyptian god, and he has the head of the dog. And this is a symbolization of transition, protection, and the balance between life and the unknown. So there is a real big connection here to the dog spirit. There is a real big connection to safe passage of deep transformation. And I feel this is very much linked to shadow pieces. There's this representation of companionship here. When we're feeling lost in the darkness of our own shadows, the psyche, the companionship is crucial. Where are we looking for that companionship, and is it in the right place? And I feel like the dogs are really speaking loud right now. 222 on the timer as I say that. That's beautiful awareness. I feel like that huge motorbike going past, because my window's open, it's this external noise. Nothing ever really happens by coincidence, right? There's this external noise that is coming in, and right now is a period of reflection, refinement, rest, recuperation, regeneration. It's all the R's. When we talk about R&R, it's actually R and R and R and R and R and R. There's so many R's here that we are sitting in this reflection period, and it might be a difficult thing that we're going through. And there could be absolutely rebirth energy here as well. Rebirth energy, okay, because Anubis is that beautiful representation of leaving something behind and shifting through those dark pieces. It's not always easy, but it is meant to be. So I really want to dig into what the cards are saying to support this energy right now. It feels really important to acknowledge this guidance coming in. Something is making me really smile in this moment. What is that? Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. Now this particular Knight of Swords comes in with a message around the mental space, comes in with a message around the headspace. Maybe it is that your headspace is holding on to these shadow pieces, right? It's almost like that feeling of, are we going into the space too much, into the headspace too much? As I'm hearing, as above, as below, as below, as above. There is a cycle here. Do you see these two swords, right? This is what is bringing this message in right now. And it's like this information of what is there is also here, and what is here is also there. It's a cycle. And are we really taking note of what that cycle is? Are we really acknowledging those shadow pieces? pieces? Are we really stepping into transformation with this energy? This absolute, it's actually the king. Did I say the knight before? It is actually the king. So this amplifies even more. Because sometimes we can be a little too headstrong, a little too in our head, a little too logistical. And in terms of your soul purpose, are you really considering things coming in from here and not in here? Because here is where we get our truth. This is what we might just have external forces coming in. We might have people telling us that's not a good idea. We might have people telling us that won't work. We might have people telling us don't be ridiculous. And are we processing all of those pieces in terms of where our heart is taking us? We might be wanting to start a new business. I feel like some of you right now are wanting to step into something new, but be aware. Right now is a time to reflect. It is a time to reflect. And I'm very drawn to my necklace here, and this is my dad's ashes right here. So maybe there is a loved one for you in spirit bringing a message. I feel like he's coming in for me right now and just holding space of reflection. He was very good at just pausing. He was very good at pausing, and he would potter. He would potter in his shed, potter in the garden, and just pause. He would sit on the bench in the garden and just watch the world go by. He would have a cup of tea and sit. He would have a minute. He was very good at reflecting. Yes, he had logistical pieces as well, but are you focusing far too much? And that's what I feel the message is with this one. It's a possibility that you are focusing far too much on those logistical pieces and not really getting into that element of air, where you allow things to flow. When you think of the space around you, when we think of the space around you, just have that for a minute. What is circulating? The energy. Oh my goodness, I feel like there are big pieces here with this today. Okay, there are, oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the next card coming in is this energy of star. The star card. This is one of the most beautiful, poignant cards of the deck in my beautiful thought process. The cards are flying off the table. So in that sense, I'm brought to question what, because it was the king that flew off. What of your thoughts are you letting fly away with you? What of the thoughts that are coming in are you flying away with? Where are you not grounding this energy? Because the star card brings a beautiful grounded energy, making sure that you have that foot in the ground. Have that foot in the ground, but it's almost like in one on the ground, one in the water, one on the ground, one in the water. Stay grounded, but also allow things to flow. The star card brings dreams. It brings wishes to fruition. How gorgeous is that? Wishes to fruition. But what are we grounding into in terms of those wishes, in terms of those dreams? Are we following the guidance to take us to soul purpose? Because soul purpose is where I truly believe abundance lies. When we step into our soul purpose, we create abundance in all ways. We get the rich life that we desire. And rich doesn't always mean money, but it absolutely brings that in. There is a balance. It is the abundance of opportunities, the abundance of love, the abundance of family, the abundance of friendship circles, the abundance of living a life that you truly, really fucking desire. But the thing is, we have to make this happen. We have to make this happen. There is a lot of energy going on with these cards today, and I feel like they're really coming in beautifully. They're being moved, they're being dropped, they're bringing messages, and it's gorgeous. And the next piece is this one, the 5 of Swords, and this card has the potential to to sort of bring in awareness around challenges. What are your mental challenges right now? What are those logistical pieces that are challenging you right now? Where are you being challenged in your life? Where are you focusing more on external pieces? Where are you... Okay, what I'm really being called to is to step back into Anubis energy. Where are you not listening to those shadows? Because it's the challenges in life, in everyday single life, that we are brought awareness to shadow pieces. And we can look at a challenge in terms of a flood in the house, in the bathroom, in the kitchen. That is a challenge to navigate. It is just one of those things. But is it? Is it really Spirit bringing us a challenge to tap into an awareness of our emotions? Because water is connected to emotion. Where are we being called to really bring in awareness around emotions if we are having to deal with a flood in our house? My sister had to deal with this recently, which is why I use this as an example. And it's a beautiful example. Really beautiful example. But what challenges are you keeping as challenges, and what challenges are you looking at as opportunities to move through them, to heal those shadow pieces, to rebirth, to come through? All that Anubis energy coming in here. Anubis is strong right now for some reason. And I love this energy of Anubis coming in. This is really, really beautiful. And what card comes in? And this card was face down as I picked the deck up. It was just left. And I was like, this is the card. Face down. And it talks of this Ace of Pentacles. New, fresh, earthly matters coming in for you. New, fresh, earthly matters. And that is all to do with earthly abundance. Abundance of all kinds. And we were literally just talking abundance. So this is confirmation that when you move through clarity of the mind and into the heart space and really step forward with this, with leaning into your desires, this is what can come from it. The path of least resistance, the path of most abundance. This beautiful abundance coming in waves. All you have to do is hold out your hand. I want to say there is a connection, maybe a connection to the forces with this card for some reason today. There is a beautiful connection to the forces. Maybe you are thinking about entering the forces in some way. The police force, the army, the air force, the navy. But there is something to do with the forces here. There is a connection. Maybe this is a loved one in spirit that was connected to the forces. And they are your guide right now. They are your helping hand. They are helping you on your path of most abundance. I want to bring in third eye awakening as well with this card, because the more you use your intuition on this path, the more your dreams, your desires come in. It's almost like you have, here's the thing that might be stopping you, blocking you, but also the drive that this card and this energy brings is vital. Okay, it's really vital, so you have to have balance. And then this next piece is such a positive piece of dreams coming to fruition. And then it goes back again to just check in with yourself with those difficult pieces. Check in on those challenges. Are you seeing the challenges of life as opportunities? Are you shifting that energy? What is the thing that is challenging you in this moment? And what opportunity is it bringing you? Because that's what will take you to the path of most abundance. Okay, and I also want to bring in this beautiful deck, this Moonology deck, and I will link all the decks below. But this beautiful, and very called to the moon energy right now, this Moonology deck. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I feel like this card is going to give you some guidance in terms of how to move forward. This card is Moon in Detriment. Cut your losses. So maybe there is something that you have been pushing with from your logistical mind, that you have been thinking you need to keep going, but maybe it is time actually to cut your losses with this. This could be a relationship. This could be family pieces. Cut your losses. There is a feeling here that they're not going to really give in to what you think, what you believe, your path. It's almost like this could actually be somebody who's really not believing in you. Cut your losses with this. Take the loss. It's absolutely okay. Move forward. Heal that shit. Move forward. There will be other people coming in to support you. There will be other things coming in to prove that right now this is the right move. Okay, this is the right move. It may be a business deal that is not quite landing. Cut your losses, move forward. It's time to just say, okay, I'm not hanging on to this. I'm not hanging on to this. Look at this beautiful imagery of this moon coming in. And what I really feel is this is an energetic piece of the ram. I feel like this is Capricorn energy. And that Capricorn energy is an interesting energy, right? There is a stubbornness around a Capricorn energy, a willingness to keep pushing and pushing, but yet this stubbornness to not quite quit. But maybe you need to quit the thing that's not serving you and be okay with that. I live with 2 Capricorns. I know this energy well. And that's a really, really beautiful message right now, because look at the darkness here. We were talking about this Anubis energy coming in, the darkness. But look at the beautiful light coming from the moon. And as that Capricorn energy sits in its own shadow, the light that comes in, supported, fully supported by universal energies. There is always light in those dark pieces. It might feel like it's not the right thing. You might think it's not the right thing, but there's something that is telling you deep down, and this is your confirmation that actually it is the right thing to cut those losses right now. I know that makes sense for you right now. I'm also very drawn to bring in this beautiful deck here, the Divine Animals Oracle. The animals are guiding us so beautifully right now. It's this gorgeousness, and I really want to bring in this animal today. Oh my goodness. This is divine. This is absolutely divine. The polar bear energy, right? Polar bear energy. And polar bear energy speaks of ancestors. Look how gorgeous this card is. I'm just going to take a moment with this card and feel in, because the number 26 might be significant for you. The number 26. We've also had the number 17 and the number 8. We also have the number 7. Okay, so the 7s are significant here today as well. These could be dates, these could be anniversaries. With this particular energy, what I'm feeling is there is a deep connection to your ancestors coming in. It almost feels like the energy has been frozen in time. It's almost like your ancestral energy is waiting for you to access. So where are you not accessing your ancestors? Maybe this is a guided meditation taking you back to ancestral energy. Maybe there is a shamanic journey that is needed right now. Maybe there is a beautiful connection to Akashic records. Maybe you need to tap into your ancestors. Maybe they have deep messages for you just sitting in ice. It's almost like preserved energy, and they're waiting for you to tap in, waiting for you to access the wisdom that they hold, that they used when they were alive on the earth plane, and they want to pass that wisdom. This is about building something for yourself. It's all about the illusion I feel here. And I'm really drawn to the igloo. It's the illusion of ice being so cold, but yet an igloo housing something warm. How gorgeous, how fascinating is that energy? It's having that strength to actually know, understand, and go back to those preservations, to those pieces of wisdom, to tap in to, okay, what I'm hearing is you might have to chisel away. You might have to chisel away at it. I feel like a real surge in awakening, deeper ascension is coming with this. There's this beautiful connection to a deeper ascension, deeper awakening, deeper awareness of spiritual connection. This is absolutely divine energy. This will guide you on your soul ignition path. This is extra information that you need to be guiding yourself towards. This will bring you more information around those shadow pieces, and it will take you to that beautiful path of most abundance. Oh my goodness. Whew, this energy right now is absolutely divine. I am so excited for this energy to shift and for you to move through this, because when you take the guidance, I'm not going to lie, motherfucking magic happens, right? And I want to know all about it. I want to know what path you're on. I want to know all the things. Share this with me in the comments. Drop any emojis that resonate for you. If you want to book a private session with me, we can dig into shadow work too with this. Let me know. Message me on my website, message me on social media, bring in those questions, okay? And if anything came up for you, drop it in the comments, let me know those questions. I'm always willing to come back in and just take a moment for those and support where I can. If you want to know about any of the courses that I am running, check out my website. And if any of you beautiful souls want to dig into shadow pieces to heal chronic illness, take a look at my new book. This is my latest edition, and it is Healing with Witchcraft, and it will bring you such a beautiful, beautiful guide and soul healing journey to heal chronic illness like fibromyalgia, because this is the path that I have taken, and I am now living pain-free. And if I can support others doing that with this book, I'm absolutely going to be doing that. Sending you all the love and sending you all the light for this week's journey. Also the triangle of truth coming in. Bye for now.